Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Another day, another drama, and today we're going to be talking about Manny MUA versus Makeup Revolution, aka Revolution Beauty. So today Manny uploaded this video titled, I never wanted to make this video. And in this video, he talks about how he believes, allegedly, that Makeup Revolution, aka Revolution Beauty, has completely stolen his design concept for his highlighter and turned around and used it as their own design. From here on out, I'm just going to refer to them as Makeup Revolution because that's what I've always known them as, and they recently rebranded under Revolution Beauty, but I will continue to mess that up, so I'm just going to say Makeup Revolution. Anyways, so after Manny launched his highlighter and Makeup Revolution came out with their version of their highlighter in the packaging that looks exactly the same, everybody thought that, oh, okay, well, the packaging must have been a stock component from like AliExpress or Alibaba or something, and that is not the case. According to Manny, in his video, he provides all the documentation showing that he was the one that designed this packaging and that it is his packaging, and he believes, allegedly, that they completely copied his packaging. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the receipts that he provided. In this first screenshot from Manny's video, you can see the date in the upper left corner. It says 6/7/2018. And then underneath it says that the description is for the MUA Moon Prism Powder Compact. And there are 3 different ones because he has 3 different colors in them as of now. And then underneath it shows the prices for the tooling for cap mold and base mold. And then under specifications, it says per engineer drawing, dated 6/5/18, to supply assembled compact component for filled cosmetic pan, inserted at filler. Custom molded compact unit size to be fill stock, cosmetic pan with inserted base, mirror inserted in cap and base. And then of course there's redactions because I'm assuming for legal reasons he's not allowed to show all the information. Manny then goes on to show the following screenshots, showing that he was the one that designed that and that it has all the dimensions and everything for all of the compacts. And it appears that there are 3 different screenshots because one is the entire component assembled, the second screenshot is just the lid it appears to be, and the third screenshot it appears to be the dimensions of the base. Now, if we zoom in on the upper left corner, then we see the following that is printed right onto these documents. It says, this registered design is the property of blank and is not to be reproduced, disclosed to a third party, or copied without prior written permission. Now, I am not sure if this is a legal binding statement of any way, because I checked Lunar Beauty's trademarks, and while they do have their makeup names trademarked for palettes, I do not see any design trademarks for any of Manny's products. Now, I did go over to Jeffree Star's trademarks and saw this, showing that he does have his design for his lip gloss and his lip pencils and everything trademarked. So I don't know if Manny is able to combat this very well without a actual legal trademark filed for the design of this product, even though it does say on that paper that this design is registered to whoever the redacted name is. Now, what I'm wondering is that if Manny does file a trademark for this design, since he was the one that designed it, if he would be able to have Makeup Revolution pull that product off of their shelves, or if his trademark would be declined because somebody has already reproduced the design that he has made. Now, I feel like if he does get his trademark for the design, then they would have to pull it off, or they would have to pay him some kind of royalties or something for using that packaging. But in his video, he does go on to show photos of his design that was being produced back in June of 2018, showing that he has been working at this design for a while. And then he also did show email correspondence with the producers of his design, asking basically, did you show this to anybody or did you give anybody permission to use this? And this is what they said. Dear blank, good morning. I wanted to let you know that we verified with the factory and they did not share your mold with anybody else. Since the compact is out in the market, it is possible that the other brand has copied it with a different factory. And in the video, Manny talks about like he understands that makeup companies will always dupe products to make them cheaper for people who can't afford a higher price product, and he totally understands that. But there is a huge difference between duping a product and deliberately replicating an entire design and then reusing it for a very similar product. Since his design was used for a highlighter, Makeup Revolution also used that exact same design for a highlighter. And I totally agree. Like, if a company wants to reproduce something to make it look similar, that way people who can't afford a higher end product will be able to get that product. I understand that. But when you literally copy the exact same design that somebody else has produced themselves that has never been done before, then that's a little shady. And in Manny's video, he said that he did take inspiration from other prism-shaped packaging, but he didn't copy any other packaging exactly. He just used inspiration to make his own design, whereas this one seems like it's an exact replica. And then Manny went on to share the following screenshots that show that he also has a black one coming out, because it shows here in the screenshots that he already had a mock-up of it or actually produced in 2019 in April. So he wanted to let people know that yes, he has a black version coming out, and he didn't want people to think that he was copying Makeup Revolution since they have already released a black version of this exact same thing. He then went on to share the screenshot that he got from Here for the Tea from somebody named Revolution Sally, who he thinks is possibly affiliated with Makeup Revolution, and the statement from Revolution Sally says, "Thank you. Honestly, this is not a dupe situation. Our development team had no idea. Just wanted to develop a range with the idea of shattered glass. Any similarity will be due to shared factories, not any intention." Now, in Manny's video, he states that Makeup Revolution did not use the same factory that he did to produce this design. So clearly this statement is false. Now, I wanted to find out who Revolution Sally was, so I hopped on over to her Instagram and found the following. So as you can see here, this is a screenshot of Revolution Sally's Instagram page. And as we zoom in on the top, we can see that it says her name, Sally Minto, and underneath that it says Digital Director Revolution Beauty, which is what Makeup Revolution is now called. So clearly this person works for Makeup Revolution. So of course I wanted to take this one step further and compare the two designs side by side. On Makeup Revolution's website, I was able to find a straight top-down image of the Prism palette, but for Manny's one, I was only to find one that was at a slight angle, but I did put them side by side here that you can see in this screenshot. And then I wanted to compare them, so I decided to then trace all of the lines that are on the actual product. Now, forgive my inability to draw anything very well, as I did this with my finger on my phone, and it doesn't look the best. But let's go ahead and take a look at what they look like when I outline those design lines. Now, as you can see that I outlined all of the angles with red on my image, that this appears to be 100% the exact same thing. The image on the left is Manny's highlighter, and the image on the right is Makeup Revolution's. There is no like taking inspiration, nothing like that. This to me looks like it was 100% copied, whether if it was 3D printed or placed into some kind of mold machine or something. It looks to me like it's 100% the same. And like I said, I understand like the whole dupe thing to try to draw inspiration from other people and get their product or something similar into the hands of people who can't afford a higher price point. But to literally copy the exact same design of somebody is kind of low. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if there's much that Manny can do about this without an actual legal trademark registered on the design. But I hope that this is a lesson for Manny in the future, that when you do come out with a one-of-a-kind design, that you make sure that before you produce anything, you get that design trademarked. Because then that will help prevent any of this happening in the future. Yes, I understand that it costs even more money to have something trademarked, but when you do take that time to spend that extra money, that will prevent this from happening again in the future. But that is everything that I have for today's video, so I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that Makeup Revolution literally copied Manny's entire design and is trying to deny it? Or do you think that they were just trying to dupe it to get the product into the hands of people who couldn't be able to afford Manny's product? Do you think that Manny is overreacting and that this happens all the time? Or do you think that he is in his right to be upset because they copied his own design? I honestly feel like they literally copied the entire thing, but that's just my opinion. But I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this video, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could hit that big red subscribe button and hit that bell icon and set all of your notifications to on so you'll be notified of every time that I upload a new video. Alright, that's everything for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!